What's happening, people? Anything goes here, back again with another scary video. If you're new to the channel,
Don't do it.
don't do what?
The catchphrase.
What catchphrase? So you just threw me off, you bastard. Today we got a suggested video via Celestial Floods for Mindseed TV, which is just another channel which I'm sure Nuke
Features.
features.
Paranormal investigation channel.
Yeah,
I think we might have done one of their videos before.
I mean, the title, I don't think we have, but yeah.
Very Brexit. That title. Horrifying investigations, brackets, the Whites. Maybe they just go something with a load of Tories.
Anyway, make sure you're hitting subscribe as always, hitting us up in those comments and liking the videos.
What about the bell?
You gotta click the bell as always, otherwise how you gonna know?
If the tickle the bell.
Record.
There's something over there, is that it? Hello? Hello?
Well, that's not creepy.
Fucking handprints. It's just something that you don't normally see on an investigation. Whoa. That's the fastest I've ever felt this thing start moving. But we weren't expecting to have the great grandparents buried literally on the property.
I hope they don't put like
You
the
could
best
hear the timbre and the resonance inside the home.
that clip in this introduction part. I hate when videos do that.
Well, they make it look real good and then
You like then you watch the whole video expecting to see something better than the introduction, and they put the best clip in that.
no, but some of the best clips just need context.
You guys hear that? Yeah, I did. What the fuck was that?
Oh, that's not creepy.
Oh, fuck, dude. Back door. Back door.
Oh, their production level's gone up a little bit since the last time we watched them. Oh, that's like a American Horror Stories. I don't like it.
Nope. Well, don't like that
This
either.
was honestly one of the, if not the scariest investigations that I think that we've done as a team.
You know what video we watched of these before?
I need to see one house.
Remember when one of them went up into the attic and he fell over and then got dragged?
Something over there, is that it?
No.
You don't remember? It was quite a while ago now. It was like last year at some point, but one of them like fell onto his front, and then you could only see like the top half of his body, and then he got dragged backwards.
Also, we've been recording a lot of these.
Yeah.
There's like no lights on it or anything. Oh yeah.
I watched this channel before we was ever doing these type of videos though, so I recognise
Of
like
course you did.
I recognise like the people.
Headstones right there. That looks like a little cemetery. It's two headstones. Pulling up to the property, seeing the tombstones in the yard. I mean, we're doing a paranormal investigation in a house where the previous owners are buried still on the property. How often do you see locations that are like that? That's fucking weird. You know what's weird about it? Is she ain't fucking.
Just changing the quality of the video.
Yeah.
It's a little bit grainy.
They got a fucking cemetery on the property of their parents. That's weird.
That's not
We were
weird.
told by the current owner of the White's house that the two people that died here still haunted the home, but we didn't realize that their bodies were still on the
I
property.
must ask you a
They're
question.
literally buried in the front yard.
Yeah, look at that shit.
Did these moustache join to sad though? Pretty sure I did.
We're here.
Dedication.
Nice.
This looks like the Conjuring house or something.
It's fucking creepy.
It's so dark.
Just cemetery and massive tree outside it.
I'm just a little caught off with that.
Look how close man is to the door.
We were contacted by someone saying that there's activity they're experiencing in this house. Now we know the house has been in the family for generations, and we know the farm's been in the family for generations, but we weren't expecting to have the great grandparents buried literally on the property.
Oh, that's a long way back.
Open.
What?
Great grandparents. So that's your nan's
Is there
mum.
4? What are those right there? Is that the
Probably.
same thing? Oh, what's that say?
1881.
Frank. Got a Frank?
I don't think I could live in my family home if
I know the W.
my family had lived in it for that long.
That was the family last.
Scan on the market.
Yeah, there's a white right there. What's that say? God touched her with his finger and she slept. Whoa. Huh.
She died right after her.
She did, huh?
Yeah, 2 years.
Wow.
So this is the first time that we've had an investigation in a place that's having activity where the family is,
bodies are
the
still-
physical owners
Yeah.
are still on the
We're
premises.
investigating a property with the bodies on the property. That's crazy. They do say that a lot of older people.
The way
die
these men are making a joke of this
very
is
shortly
quite
after one
funny
another. They can't really take the pain of living a life without someone
because
that
they'll
knows
be
for
paying
60
for it
years.
soon.
Politically to put though,
Yeah,
God's finger.
This
yeah.
it looks like
Well, I got the keys. You want to just
the
wanna fill
Whites
with up the
house
lights?
for the 1880s. It looks like that type of house. Like there could be people
Sure.
doing volunteer work on that.
I'm just curious to
Property.
see what's going on.
Oh, volunteer work. Volunteer.
Yeah.
A lot of shadows in there, man.
I bet the inside looks exactly how it did back then as well.
Oh, dude.
I'm not gonna lie.
The door's
No
open.
bullshit, the door is fucking open.
No way.
Yeah. Just fucking.
I was getting a house on the
On
prairie
arrival, I
vibe from
realized
it.
that the front door was open, and when I say open, I don't mean unlocked. It was cracked open, like wide.
Like, well, I mean,
Not even like, I'm not talking about unlocked. It's open. Like wide.
Hello?
The door just open like this.
Ready.
No.
Just
Waters or something? Hello.
look the sound of the door and everything.
Yo,
what was that?
I swear to God, something just moved in the kitchen. Hello.
I thought I heard another bang as well when I
Hello?
was walking in.
Is anyone here?
Hello. You heard that, right?
I heard it.
I saw something moved. Yeah, something moved in the kitchen. Hello.
That chair is placed in the worst place possible.
Everything just has like the perfect amount of shadow on it.
Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna look at this footage. I think I got something moving on here. What are these?
I can't work out what hairstyle he
I
has
was
now.
just about to say that.
I'll review the footage afterwards.
That
But
is-
he used to just like
Make sure
have
nobody's
just
at
like a whatever haircut,
that door.
just like all the same number. And now he looks
When
like
I
he's
say
got
open, I don't mean
braids or
unlocked. It
something.
was wide open, and that already kind of put me on edge. I went in thinking that maybe somebody was inside the house. Kind of went in slowly, creeping around the front door, and as soon as I shine my light to the kitchen, I saw something move fast. I mean, really quick. I don't know what it was at the time, but I know something moved. And looking back at the footage, it looked like a chair slid. The first second, boom, walking in the house, activity, the second we walked in the door.
The door just really like this.
Squatters or something? Hello?
Yeah, Dad, you remember I said I heard a bang? It was the chair.
I swear to God, something just moved in the kitchen. Hello?
Didn't they hear that?
So Casey was the first.
Yeah, it's like he's saying it like he saw it move rather than you can hear it like when you lift it and push it back in. That's what it was.
No explanation.
But that's why what I said was that is the worst
I
place,
swear to God, something.
worst place for a chair to be placed because it just looks like something could be there.
Hello? Yeah, that door, right? Yeah. Can we close that? That thing kind of fucking freaking me out. You got it?
Yeah, just lock yourself in.
Hey. I heard something. I don't know if it was...
Someone keeps playing the flute.
Surely they're adding that.
Yeah, they are.
The worst.
Someone is playing recorder upstairs.
Is it? Is that to the outside?
I don't even want to see mirrors.
What happened?
Just looked like I saw something.
Oh yeah, why are all the doors open in this house?
Because somebody still lives there.
Is it okay if we come spend the night with you here tonight? I heard that you've been trapped here, unable to leave. That's at least what your relatives told us.
Granny White still lives there. So all the doors are open. Oh, mirror.
During this particular walkthrough, I was tasked with using the infrared camera.
What's up?
Fucking handprints. And I didn't really get anything on my sweeps until I looked at the wall to the left side of the stairs, and there were handprints all over the wall.
Hey, kill your light call. Why do they look like that? Look at that shit. How many are there? Dude, I don't like this. That's fucking weird. They're like being dragged.
I don't really know how infrared works. If it's like a black light, if someone put like
Whoa, guys, look at
a
this.
dirty hand on
So we
the
go
wall,
out there and
would
he's
it-
got
would it
facing
show
up
up
the wall
after?
by the stairs. It was
Not that
kind
someone
of
should be
faint
going.
from where I was standing.
maybe Peter Parker
But I
lives there.
saw what looked like 20 hands just drag marks down the stairs, or maybe climbing up. I don't know.
Told you.
Dragged down, right?
I solved it.
Trying to get up. I don't know.
Trying to get away. These handprints were crazy looking. They looked like they had really drug across the wall, like either someone was clawing to get up or resisting being taken down.
The rest of the house was
I was just sweeping. I've been sweeping every wall piece of furniture.
It's just something that you don't normally see on an investigation.
So yeah, the only question I have is there any way that could have been live handprints?
I would have liked them to debunk it during the video, like go and put, I don't know what you can put on your hand to make it sharp as infrared, but
That looks creepy as hell.
Oh boy.
I think that was added.
I'm sorry I did this.
Hello.
What that sound?
Mm.
Oh, that just looks like
Hell.
Nothing.
basically
This house is already trying to play tricks on me too.
looks like Peekaboo's gonna pop out in it.
Who's going first?
It looks like we're watching the Peekaboo the origin story.
Oh, they're just gonna put the camera up for yep.
Of course. Oh, there's nothing nice about that. Oh, all that.
No.
Chill out.
Oh shit.
There's bare pockets as well. What's all these angles, man?
And it doesn't really look too solid. You guys want to try to run a test on the tombstones first, just to see?
Yeah, I think we start with
You want to try like a...
Yeah.
Yeah, there was one more room that we walked right down there. So we decided to split. Me and Colton went to the graves where the current owner's great-grandparents were buried. We decided to test it out with the spirit box.
Surely it doesn't sound like that live.
Yeah. Because it's sweeping radio stations.
Oh, frequencies.
Yeah, sweeping frequencies constantly. That's why if you hear a word, it's over like 2 or 3 frequencies. So like that's not really possible to hear like 1 or 2 words over them. But again, who knows how this machine works? What did I say?
Volunteer work.
Volunteer work.
This was a farm. I know that. The words that the ovulus was spitting out were just too precise. These people were farmers. This house actually was a farm. And there's like newspaper articles all up around the house. Is anyone here present with us right now? Don't waste my time. I don't know if you guys can see that. Hey, let me see if I can get the light a little bit.
Captain Conan lived there.
Conan.
And check out the goats, chickens, pigs, and horses that lived on the 7
I feel like we need to apologise for the bad joke.
One of you here with us? Do you hear that?
There's even a point during the test where I actually muted the spirit box because I thought I heard some sort of animal noise coming from the general direction of the house.
It'd be funny if there's like no cows on the property and they're just hearing
What's up
meh.
here? Whose room was this?
Legs.
L legs. Can I sit in here with you? Was that you that moved that chair in the kitchen earlier?
Maybe. 3 maybes.
So you want to play games?
Don't ask it that. We're coming.
I love you.
Maybe we can hang out in here?
We're coming, I love you. L legs.
Somebody's gonna grab his leg because it said legs. That's how these programs go.
Cause. Rate. Children.
Okay.
Cause right shift.
Gateway.
Oh no.
Oh, that was shut. Gateway.
I know for a fact.
And the door's
that was
open.
closed a minute ago. And then I realized there was a door upstairs that was wide open when I came out of the bedroom. And I know for a fact when I went upstairs it was closed. Where are the guys? Mom? What's a gateway? Dives. Dives where?
Straight off there.
I went out on the balcony. I looked. Tanner and Cole were still across the yard where the tombstones were, so I knew that it wasn't them. Did you open up this door? Did you just open this door while I was in the other room?
How can you stay in this house on your own? Just walking about in the dark.
I think it's worth.
It is bright. You want it darker in here? I don't know if I'm comfortable doing that yet.
I don't even like this.
There's been some weird things happening in here. Am I gonna be safe if I turn this light off?
Yell.
Fresh yell. Okay, I'll turn the light off if that's what you want.
There's nothing nice about that shot.
What?
That.
Something you want to say to me?
Just don't turn the light back on and there'll be something in the mirror.
Oh my God. Where's the light?
And then that's me, I'd just drop dead then, but... I'm sitting in there in the dark and I hear that, my heart just
Sorry, no
stops
disrespect to the
there
dead,
and then. You have to put me outside
you don't
in
feel
the
very friendly to me.
cemetery.
Turn that light back on, you weirdo. Even that looked
Things
creepy.
were happening left and right the whole time we were at this place. I came out, the door was wide open. And then when I was going downstairs, it said it was bright on the Ovilus, and then it said speak. So I cut the flashlight off, and I got a whisper in my ear.
Oh,
When I was in the dark.
way.
Like, it felt like someone like literally whispered right in my ear. Like I could almost feel the breath on my ear. We decided to go ahead and move forward and try the Ouija board, which it's always a little bit uncomfortable using that, but in a location like this where you're getting this much activity, we were hoping that maybe we'd get some kind of message come through that we could like relate to the family.
What's the goal?
Give them from their deceased relatives, but what happened next was insane. Alright, 3 spins. 1, 2.
All pictures like that always just freaky.
Are you seeing the state of this Ouija?
Who's present with us right now in this house? The Ouija board immediately started gliding. It was almost like whatever was there with us was waiting for us. And the second we asked the question, it just started cruising. Whoa. That's the fastest
DJ?
I've ever felt this thing start moving. Holy shit.
Bricker.
I'm barely touching.
That Ouija board is asking. That is asking for trouble.
Yeah.
I'm interested though.
Moving, bro.
I want to know what language that
I
is.
have like the lightest pressure on it
English?
right now, bro.
What, you can read that?
The letters, yeah. The letters are just in the triangle.
I can bet. It's because I think I'm just looking at it when it was
It's
like,
upside down,
Yeah.
Oh, it is moving. It's
Is it in order?
MRS. Is it?
Yeah, they're just in a weird, like, barely readable font as well. But they're just going around in a triangle.
It's Mrs. White. You said this is Mrs. White, right? And it went to MRS and it stopped there, which is Mrs. We asked, is this Miss White? Slid right up to yes. Is it okay
MRS
that we're
is
here in
Mrs.
your house?
Yeah.
Do you mind us being here? It's already moving. Bro, she is on it. Is it going to the no? No. What?
What was that?
Something really loud on the second floor sounded like rumbling, like almost like maybe something was crawling across the floor. And then there was a couple loud bangs, boom, boom. It startled me, and I realized that I took my hands off the planchette.
They both did.
But what happened next is just fucking mind-blowing.
Bro.
How are they not running it out of the yard?
This is where we stop filming and leave.
Oh, this.
The planchette literally slid off the board with nobody touching it and landed right on the picture of Miss White.
I think we need a break. I need to start watching some debunk videos.
I wouldn't be surprised if there is one of this. Someone,
Suggested.
no, someone sent us a video midweek.
Yeah, of the debunk
of the debunk video of
Very well.
the one we done last week.
the guys
T-shirt,
with a coconut
Got a
and his shirt got
photograph of
pulled.
Mr. and Mrs. White
Did
on
you
the
check
table. The planchette actually landed on it,
No,
pointed straight
I
at
watched
Mrs.
that the
White.
first couple minutes, but I was like, oh, this might be good for us to react to. Well, then I forgot until you just mentioned it.
Bro.
I mean, it's a bit more positive.
We took our hands off too. Oh God.
It went on Mrs. White.
Fucking pointing right at her. I see. Very well. It went really right and really wrong at the same time.
That's just something that you never want to do. You don't want to break contact when you have communication. It can upset spirits. It can bring more negative energies in if they weren't already in.
What the hell? We took our hands off too. When you mess with things like that, you're looking at something that could possibly affect your life or someone that you love 6 months down the road. That energy is just building and residual for as long as it can stay that way, and the momentum keeps going until you shut that door.
Let's wrap this up. I know it's kind of late, but Mrs. White, goodbye. I don't think it works like that, but please don't follow us. At this point, we all decided to go outside. We needed to cool down for a minute. What are we doing here? Because I'm alright with leaving. I really don't feel comfortable being here. I told you earlier I didn't like the vibe I was getting here.
Well,
but that's a lot. To me personally, it felt negative. I kept saying that throughout the investigation. I don't like the feeling that I'm getting when I'm here. It doesn't feel positive. It doesn't feel friendly.
I don't think we're here to close the door in the face of someone or something that wants to communicate with us.
I agree.
But does that feel like something that wants to communicate to you guys? I mean, the Ouija board moving, yes, but what about the shit above us and the flying?
Are we interpreting this as something like negative? Should we?
The door's open.
I felt negative the whole time we've been here.
Okay.
Like since I walked
Since
through
the
the
first
door.
movement. Yeah.
So
Wonder if they've
either
ever
way, the door's
investigated
open,
anywhere
we
that
should
they
shut
got,
it in
felt
the face.
positive
Yeah, do
energy.
you walk in and just think, oh, this
This
is nice. This is nice.
Can we switch up the testing method then?
all right,
Because
can we talk about this outside? We went outside for a little bit, and we decided that we were gonna stay the entirety of the night, but all of us knew we weren't going to sleep. I went in one room, put a static camera up, and I left my clothes on, I left my shoes on. I wasn't gonna get comfortable in that bed. From the second we got there, all the shit that was happening, I was ready to leave.
After the Ouija board, me and Cole went up to the room. We knew we were not going to be sleeping here. The activity was too much. It was too intense. There's no way we're going to be able to sleep here. So we were pretty much just waiting for the sun to come.
The best time.
I look at these bedrooms have a weird mirror in them as well.
I heard a noise downstairs, and it sounded like an animal.
Meh.
You guys hear that?
yeah, I did.
What the fuck was that?
Same noise as earlier.
That was loud
Way
though.
louder. Yeah.
Meh.
It sounded like a fucking goat.
It did, right?
I don't want to be hearing no goats.
At 3 AM. No thanks.
Is it an actual goat?
Legitimately sounded like there was a goat in the house. And I'm not saying like there was a goat close by. Like you could hear the timbre and the resonance.
I thought that
inside
was
the
an
home.
actual
It was
goat.
being
Like
inside
there was an
acoustic
actual
box
goat
or
just walked
something
into the
making
house.
noise.
He said he saw movement. He freaked the fuck out. He tried to get out of the front door, pulled on the knob, it pulled straight out of the door, and then we all dipped out the back.
I was fucking done. Something's in that room over there.
What the
Fuck, man, dude, you didn't see that?
I didn't look.
There was something in that room, bro. I saw something. I don't know what it was, but something moved across the room. I think I might have got it on camera, I'm not sure, but I saw it with my eyes, and I panicked.
I think you can just see the shadow on the right move across.
Yeah.
Like right at the door frame.
Yeah, because it's dark.
Yeah,
and then
there
you can
go.
see more
Well,
of the
you can see it
carpet.
there, bait.
Something fucking ran past me. I don't know if I got it on camera, but
I thought when he turned around, I went, "Oh shit!" I thought like
There's
an
the-
actual,
yeah, there's
I
a
thought
goat.
an actual animal had
Yeah.
wandered into the house.
I'm over this shit.
Excuse me.
Let's get it
How are
on,
they?
bro.
How are they not more concerned with what that fucking noise was?
Static cameras? Fuck.
We came up with a quick plan, kind of divide and conquer, and against our better judgment, we went back in the house.
Just
We
run
had
in
to grab
like
the
this
cameras, so
and
we
grab
did
your
quickly.
cameras. Just
It was freaky. I didn't want to be inside at all, so we got in and out as fast as possible.
We got one downstairs, two upstairs.
or just
You
go
guys-
in and
you
pretend to
wanna
be
go grab
ghosts
one
as
each
well.
upstairs? I'll grab the one.
Just
Let's make it quick.
So we all rushed in to get the static cameras.
I'm
The
sorry.
Guys went upstairs.
I really
grabbed
am.
the one off the front, and I heard something move behind me.
Fuck, I'm leaving my phone.
yeah, all the lights on this time.
That's as fast as they can. They're walking.
They've probably got quite a few cameras to grab though.
They are still walking. Humans, basically, after learning how to walk, they learn how to
We got a lot of
run.
complaints about us leaving places early when shit hits the fan. Everyone has their breaking point. We tried to stick this one out. We did, but just for our own sanity, the activity was too much. We had to get out, so we did ultimately decide.
My
to leave
investigations
This
would
is one of
last
those
like
locations
5 minutes. If
3
that.
Doesn't even need
seconds.
an
Oh,
explanation.
Set the cameras
You know,
up and
in
then
the
take them
end,
back
these
down
episodes
again.
where
I don't
you
even
say,
think you'd get time to
if
set
it's
them up.
haunted or not,
By the
there's
time you
no
spread
We
need
would
the
have pulled up to that house and I would have
That's
gone,
stuff's
nope.
normal to see in the movies.
They just
Like,
done a
if I sat
U-turn,
down and watched The
just kept
Conjuring
going.
Or The Ritual or something, I'm expecting to see something like that. But when you're just walking through a house, it's beyond horror.
this was a very extreme location. This is something that reminds me of a Grandpa Jack's type house. This is something that reminds me of a scratch.
He did it
house.
again.
This
We didn't
was-
even. I don't know if we was talking or they didn't make a big deal of it. Look at the chair again when he's taking the camera down.
This was a very extreme location. This is something that reminds me of a Grandpa Jack's type house. This is something that reminds me of a scratch house.
They
This
didn't really make a
was
big deal of it.
Heavy, dark presence. It felt.
I think they was
evil
just
the whole
so
time.
used to
I would never want to go back
bullshit
there again.
happening.
The extreme activity we got in the Ouija board for me was the craziest moment, and I do believe that was Mrs. White in that moment trying to communicate with us. We weren't welcome here, but we're here to communicate, so we kept pushing it.
I know that it seemed like we were getting communication with the whites. I don't believe that that's who we were really communicating with. I think that there was something else there antagonizing us or tricking us to keep going, but we didn't feel welcomed at all. That's
What the fuck was
We
that?
knew we had to get out. That was just, it was
I don't know.
too much.
It just looked like a
Too
weird
much
silhouette on the
unknown,
side of the wall.
Too
Might
much
have been his
danger.
shadow from.
I mean,
No, it wasn't a
so much to know
shadow.
about
It was,
us, but
it was something. I just don't know what
that
it
was
was.
our limit. We found it.
That's why I said, what the fuck was that? As opposed to.
Well, did I hear that sound again?
What, the bear?
Is that here? Or not?
Oh, you clocked that as well. Sick.
What?
The chair. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, he did say about like something about behind me when they was taking the cameras back down,
Oh, I didn't even hear
but they
it.
didn't make like a massive deal of it, and then I just clocked it moving when he was taking the.
We got a goat on the front porch now.
Any animal. Just not a goat.
Yeah, no idea what that sound is.
See, the worst part is like, because of all the, from what we understand about sound and how it travels, that sounds like it should be on the floor in front of them. So there's a little distance.
It doesn't sound like the sounds they're adding in as well.
Yeah,
like it sounds like it's in the room with them.
Yeah, but the problem is, because of how the noise is, it also sounds like something is blocking the actual sound. Do you know what I mean? Like, obviously, when you go to a farm and you hear that, it's a bit more clear. That sounds muffled on top of the fact that, why is it that loud? But no thank you. No. At a volunteer's house, no.
You definitely.
Me definitely what?
You can't go to the volunteers' house.
I think I'd be safe.
You'd be safe.
Oh, you think it's the whites? It's the blacks. I'll put please on it. It's the blacks. He's like, yeah, you know, we're trying to communicate with Mrs. White. The other guy's like, I don't think it's Mrs. White. I agree with him. I don't think it's Mrs. White.
You think it's
Django and his brethren.
the Django?
No, Django. No.
Possibly.
That was not a nice noise. That was a very creepy house on a prairie house in the first place.
I like how they called it a farm. It definitely looked more like a
establishment. A training center.
Job center. That's a good theory though. It could be. Even like not even just this place. Like when they go to places like that and they think they're talking to the owners.
More than likely, it could be just slaves.
We didn't say that.
No, but obviously everyone at one point, especially that's what I've always said about the whole old building stuff. Like, even say for instance the schools and that. Imagine like all those abandoned schools and buildings that have been there since, like the places that you can't legally knock down and that. There must have been bare fuckeries going on in the basement and things like that. And I'm not even pointing at, you know, let's just say the volunteers that are the stereotypical ones. I mean, of all descents, isn't it? Like in every country, there's always people that were the volunteers. So obviously, we get videos from all over the gaff. So it's not one group of people. I'm very happy that was over. That was actually a good suggestion, though.
For how long the video is as well, it went quite quick. Sometimes like,
oh my god,
what? Oh, the cat. Sometimes like a nukes video or somewhat like another video can drag a little bit when they're like half-hour long.
Yeah,
but that went quite quick. Yeah,
like because obviously like they the way they broke it down into sections, it was like 3 parts in this because they was continuously doing something. There wasn't really any moment where it was just dead or boring, to say anyway from my point of view. So Celestial Floods is alright, considering I haven't watched the channel before. He has.
I think we have, but yeah, you won't remember it.
No, I mean directly.
No, it was directly. I think we watched one of their actual videos before.
You confusing me with another volunteer?
No, I'm telling you because you're not my volunteer, you're my friend. I remember someone telling us about how they got, when we watched it, and after someone in the comments said they got found out for faking that one. But it was a long time ago.
Yeah, let us guys know in the comments what you guys think. Let us know about the idea of us actually reacting to a couple debunks. I mean, we gonna do it anyway, but let us know what you guys.
Yeah, that over there, instead of like the Friday video being another random scary video, let us know if you want us to react to a couple of debunked ones.
I mean, we could rotate in it. We could try a new channel, debunk, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
so on and so forth. But yeah, if you like the video, again, good suggestion. Celestial Floods, hit us up in the comments as always. Let us know what you guys think. Make sure you're subscribed if you haven't already. Hit that bell.
No, I got a flow. When I react, the man's got cold. When I react, the man's got go. You little bitch, stick it in your reacts. It was a big react, the man's got no. Anything goes, you know this year just gonna blow like I won't have it, you won't manage. So I'm real, I'm silent like magic. Part with a man that also savage.